What's up guys, Godzilla54 here, also known as Richard Manson, and today we're going to be talking about Kong Skull Island. So yes guys, today is February 21st as of recording this, and Kong Skull Island comes out March 10th, so we are merely weeks away. I cannot wait for this movie, but if you read the title of this video, it probably says something like Kong Skull Island, Godzilla to appear in end credit scene or something like that, or Godzilla vs. King Kong, teaser or whatever. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet. But basically that is what this video is going to be about. We're going to be taking a look at why I think that there will be a Godzilla post-credit scene with all the news we've heard, with all the teasers, the TV spots and stuff like that, and what I think it will be, and how I will actually enjoy it, if it will be good or bad. So, yes guys, let's just go ahead and get into this right now. So the first reason I do believe that this will happen is because if you have been searching up Kong Skull Island on Google News or something like that, if you've just really followed anything on Google Plus related to kaiju, everyone's just been spamming Godzilla 2 end credit scene in Kong Skull Island or whatever. Kong Skull Island on Twitter has said to keep your butts in the seats because there's going to be something at the end credit scene that you do not want to miss, and it just has everyone excited. I really cannot wait. So yeah, let's go and get into the next piece. Now, this is the first piece of evidence that I saw that I was like, wait a minute, okay, they are really tying this in, They're not giving little subtle hints and nods here and there. They mentioned Monarch, of course. Of course, Monarch is in Godzilla 2014, but we knew that long ago, like a year before the trailer even came out. So that's kind of old news. But John Goodman, if you watch some of the clips and stuff like that, he's been talking about the 1954 bombings, how they were trying to kill something. And of course, that is an obvious tie-in, lead-in to Godzilla 2014, where if you see the opening scene in Bikini Atoll, they were trying to kill Godzilla. He was talking about that event, and of course, which again is very right on the nose with that, and I just love all these references, how they're just tying the universe together. A lot of people have been dubbing it the Monsterverse, which I really like that name. Also, in one of the most recent clips revealed between John Goodman and Samuel L. Jackson, he even says the words MUTO, massive unidentified terrestrial organism. And of course, if you guys saw Godzilla 2014, you would know that the MUTOs, the female and the male MUTO, the flying, and the terrestrial MUTO, they should have been called MUFO for the... Okay, never mind. But of course, yes, they were in Godzilla 2014, and now we really get to see that Monarch is the one who's dubbed this. They call every creature that. So yeah, I'm just really excited to see where that goes, especially John Goodman's character. He's really the one forcing the whole monsters are real thing, and I really like that. He seems almost like the Bryan Cranston type from Godzilla 2014, which it's just really cool to see someone like this, someone who fully believes in monsters. Everyone looks at them and go, what the heck are you doing, dude? Like, you're a conspiracy theorist or whatever? And he's like, heck yeah, monsters are real, And also, he seems a little shady, he seems a little off, and I just can't wait to see that. Now that I've gone through all of the evidence that there will be a Godzilla in the end credit scene for Kong Skull Island. Of course, though, there's also the reason that in 2020 they are going to be fighting, and Godzilla 2 comes out in 2019. But now that all of that is done, we can finally talk about what I think it's going to be, what's going to be in it, and also if they're just going to be different Easter eggs relating to Godzilla that are going to be in the film. Now, honestly, I would love to see new footage of Godzilla. That would be something I would really love to see, because I love the legendary Godzilla. He's awesome. I would love to see more footage of him, but I don't think we're really going to get that. What we would probably see is something along the lines of... Well, actually, I have a few theories. So, the first one I want to talk about is... probably the most obvious and probably the most likely. If you guys remember all the way back in maybe 2014 it was, I can't remember, San Diego Comic-Con, there was one either 2014 or 2015 where people saw a teaser for Godzilla 2 and it featured Rodan, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, and something about a JFK speech. It was a long time ago, it almost seems like someone made it up, but it happened. No one recorded it, of course, so we never saw the footage. But I believe that might be in this to lead, of course, into Godzilla King of the Monsters, or Godzilla King of Monsters. I think that's what it's called, right? They took out King of the Monsters, or they took out the... Anyway, so I think that we're probably going to see that because, of course, no new footage is needed. They just take that, they rip it, and they just put it right in there, and it would fit perfectly, you know? Okay, but now let's get into my second theory idea, which is probably going to be not as likely, but basically, so let's see. I would probably go with Tom Hiddleston here. Now, here's my idea: is that the events in Godzilla 2014, after the Godzilla fought the Mutos, everyone knows that monsters are real now. So my idea is that we would see someone like Tom Hiddleston, because I think John Goodman would be a little too old. He's probably in his late to early 60s, you know, somewhere like that. But basically, my idea for this is that you're going to see someone watching on the TV Godzilla fighting the Muto, or Godzilla going back into the ocean, of course, at the end of the movie, like you did. And then the camera pans, and then you see an old Tom Hiddleston or something like that, you know? Just so you see that kind of like, they're in the same universe, you know? And be like, wait a minute, are they going to be in Godzilla 2, or are they going to be in King Kong versus Godzilla, you know? I think that'd be really cool to have the characters witness and see Godzilla. But then again, I would like to see John Goodman do that, of course, because I want to see his reaction to Godzilla. You know, he's this monster guy. But I think he'd be a little too old. He'd be dead by then, you know. But as for other Easter eggs in the movie, we already see them. Like we see a giant squid in the movie in one of the TV spots, which is, of course, a reference to Godzilla versus King Kong, where King Kong fought the giant squid. Yeah, that was kind of funny. And we just see a bunch of other ones like Kumonga, you know, the giant spider that might be in it. I wish that Gorosaurus would be in this movie, because of course, if you guys remember all the way back in, what was it, 66, I believe, King Kong Escapes, that's what it was. He fought Gorosaurus in that, and then I think that was the first introduction to Gorosaurus, and of course we all know him as a Godzilla monster today. But it would just be a really cool little like Easter egg if he appeared in it and stuff like that, you know. I think that'd be really cool. And also, there are going to be a lot of caves in this movie, as we see in the trailers with the villagers, and I would not be surprised if you look closely if there might be a Godzilla or a painting of Godzilla, you know, a drawing of Godzilla, like that drawing of Godzilla, you know, with the cross through it or whatever. I bet you there's going to be a picture of Godzilla like that to even like further the mythos further, because what if Skull Island is Monster Island also? That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Because if they want to introduce, like a Destroy All Monsters aspect to the whole monsterverse, you know, they could make that Monster Island, because why would you have two different islands, Skull Island and a Monster Island? So I think it'd be cool if it turned out Godzilla's actually been to Skull Island already. The villagers, the natives there know about him, and you know, he's like another legend or something like that. I think it'd be really cool, and also it could add to the fact that King Kong and Godzilla have already fought before. That'd be really cool. So they're already rivals. They have a reason to fight for 2020. And finally, though, what do I think about the movie? The movie is going to be freaking fantastic, I think. It really looks great. It looks phenomenal from everything I've seen so far. The action looks great. The skull crawlers are really cool. I really like the design of them now. We even got to see some clips of Kong fighting the skull crawlers, which is really cool. Very animalistic, but also kind of human in a way. I like how he picks up like the stick and cracks it over its head or whatever. It's really cool. The skull crawlers are looking better than I thought. Just everyone in the movie. I cannot wait for John Goodman. Oh my god. Ever since 10 Cloverfield Lane now, I'm like, I want to see more John Goodman. Please, please. Samuel L. Jackson, of course. He's going to be great in the movie. The two of them kind of, you know, working off each other. Tom Hiddleston. What's her name? Brie Larson, I believe. I think I got that wrong, but everyone in the movie looks fantastic, though, and I cannot wait for March 10th. Actually, March 9th, because I'm going to see it the day before, and then March 10th I will release the review or whatever. I might even take a friend with me. If you guys remember Michael, he saw Shin Godzilla with me. I might ask him to go with me. We might do a parking lot review. Who knows? If you saw me going to Shin Godzilla or me watching Shin Godzilla video, you guys will know what I'm talking about. But yes, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, though. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Also, guys, tell me down below, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for Kong Skull Island? If you are, tell me what you were most excited for. And tell me, do you think there will be a Godzilla 2 or Godzilla in the end credit scenes? I do believe there will be. There has to be now. Everyone's hyping it. Last minute, they might have to just, change it up, put it in the reels or whatever. Also, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, you guys can also click on the other ones here. I'm kind of getting used to this within the last 20 seconds. But yes, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go Jeffrey as always, out.